The regular meeting of the City Council of Connersville is now in session. Please rise. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll have our invocation by Reverend Doug Barton.
Let's bow in prayer. Father God, you've brought us through another day, and we thank you for that. We thank you for our first responders, and we know that they get in some very difficult situations, and we pray that you would be with them, especially this day. We thank, Father, of our community and those who grieve this night and those who hurt, those who are ill, and we just pray that you would bring your comfort to bear upon those that are grieving, Father, and your healing grace on those who are sick. Now be with this council as they do their work, as they take care of our city, and we thank you for their service, Father. Bless them and guide them, give them wisdom beyond their means, and bless the city of Connersville, Indiana, Father, in your precious holy name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir, very much.
If everybody please turn off their cell phones or turn them down. Okay, we'll have roll call.
Councilwoman Montgomery? Here. Councilwoman Phillips?
Present.
Councilman Nutty?
Present.
Councilwoman Durham?
Here.
Councilman Frank?
Present.
Councilman Bishop?
Present.
Councilman Nobby?
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum, we can do business. You've been presented the minutes of the last meeting of October 17th. Is there any additions or corrections? If
I'm
not,
going to
entertain-
accept them as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as presented. Is there any additional discussion? Okay, all in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passed. Okay, Kay Riker has not going to be here tonight, so we'll go on to item B. Approval to advertise for additional appropriation for the first aid.
Okay, what we're asking for is a money to finish out the year end. It's $153,500. That's to finish out all the our holiday, Social Security fringe benefits, medical supplies, gas, and overtime. And this should pretty much take care of us clear out to the end of the year. And this is the offset of the new employees that we've hired over to.
And this
on
wasn't
training.
budgeted.
And this was not budgeted in.
How are we looking like for the rest of the year? How far in the red are we going to be?
Right.
We should be getting another Medicare payment in November.
Yeah,
I have
we're-
not had that confirmed yet.
We're expecting one more of them, and I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, wasn't it like a 42 or thousand, somewhere in there? Is that what I'm thinking, or am I way off? I don't remember for sure, I shouldn't say.
Is that with this year or?
That'd be above this,
A reimbursement
yes.
for what year?
Be 13, 14, 14.
14, so we're still looking for 15, which will be next year.
Should be, as long as Medicare, federal government keeps doing it, yeah.
And we got 2 years this year,
Yes, we
Yes.
got 13 earlier this year.
13 and 14.
And right now, we're sitting at the city share, it's cost up to, this is September, I don't have October yet, but on September, we're right at $130,000. It's cost the city to operate.
You might let them know how much we have in the ambulance fund that the prior council
Right
10%
now,
in.
we've got, as of September, we've got $88,610. And I believe we brought in another $110,000 for October. So we're looking at about 80 or 98, 99,000 in that fund,
You mean another, oh, okay, this is.
in the ambulance replacement fund, equipment fund.
So what do you project for the end of the year? I know it's hard to identify.
I'd say $1.1 million, right in that area.
Cost or
Income.
income?
Our cost, we should stay about 150, 160,000 is where I'm hoping.
For the city and the county both?
each.
That's still pretty good.
That's real good.
Yeah. It's over $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need approval from you to advertise for $153,500.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay,
Do you want to do my other one while I'm up here? Or you want me to just wait?
that's all right, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Okay, let me find it here. The appropriation on, I think it's letter E, that was what we had asked, the $2,600, I believe it was there, about
For
3
the-
payments for our turnout gear. That was,
Pending
and
ordinance 3291.
this is just the final approval on it, so we can go ahead and get it ordered.
Mr. Mayor, I move to accept pending ordinance 3291.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the additional for $2,600. Pending ordinance 3291. Is there any more discussion?
May I ask a question? I know it's been approved, but what do you consider minor equipment? I mean,
Minor equipment would be, trying to think of.
Turnout gear?
I don't know if they put turnout gear underneath that. If it's for turnout gear, it'd be coat, pants, boots. It's protective gear if we get into a car wreck, and it has light fire resistant to it. It's basically a weather, for us, a weather coat. And if you get up to a car, you get sharp edges where they've been extricating, it'll catch the coat, not you.
okay, thank you.
Okay, again, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passed first reading. Is there a motion to move to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for pending ordinance 3291. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. We'll move on to third and final reading for the additional $2,600 on pending ordinance 3291.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Mike, did that answer your question?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, now we'll move back to item C and D, resolution 2016-34 and 2016-35. Rosemary, would you like to explain that, please?
Dash 34 is a reimbursement from Kirby Risk. It was, just too much paid on the account, and we're reimbursing it to be able to reappropriate it for future expenses. And dash 35 is a insurance reimbursement check. It was made out to the city of Connersville instead of the Connersville Utilities. So we deposited and turned around and paid Connersville Utilities, and this will, do the additional back into the council, other contractuals to reappropriate the money.
Mr. Mayor, I move to accept it, resolution 2016-34 and 35.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass resolutions 2016-34 and 2016-35. 34 is for $1,621.09. resolution 2016-35 is for $12,550. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That's done. Okay. Carol, would you like to explain this one, please?
I believe 3292 is a transfer from our gasoline
It's
to
just a
overtime.
transfer, it's not additional or anything.
Yeah. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a transfer from our gasoline. There was money left in the gasoline budget. Use it to pay overtime.
I don't wanna put you on a spot here, Carol, but how come overtime is so high?
Well, we're short an officer,
Okay,
vacations. We now have an officer on light duty because of a surgery. It just takes one little thing to run us into overtime.
And you might explain to them about, we've okayed to hire some part-time help.
We're using the part-time as much as we can, as much as they're available. It is what it, I mean, we're short.
understand.
It is what it is.
When's the timetable on hiring the new person?
We are ready to hire that person as soon as I get the recommendation back from the review board. However, we cannot get that person into the academy until March 16th? March 6th. So it's kind of going to be up to you whether we go ahead and hire that person or whether we hire that person effective January. At this point, he's just going to be sitting. He can ride, but he can't really do anything until he goes to the academy. So it'd be up to you. I'm okay if we wait until after the first of the year and make his hire date effective then. Just to, it's going to save us a little bit of money. And he'll have 2 months to get down what he needs to get down in the office and learn the computer system. And so that'll come up next time, I guess, but that's totally up to you guys. But we're ready. We're right there, so.
How long do you, I'm sorry,
Go ahead, Mark.
how long do you presume this officer's gonna be on light duty?
He thinks 2 weeks. I think 6.
That's fair.
Somewhere between 2 and 6 weeks. I don't expect him to get back much quicker than that. He's hoping to have a doctor feel sorry for him, put him back, but I kind of doubt it.
Okay, thank you.
I shouldn't say feel sorry for him. He's hoping to talk his doctor into coming back early, but I
Good
doubt
luck.
it.
Okay, what's your pleasure here?
I move we pass pending ordinance 3292.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending ordinance 3292 on first reading. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passed on first reading. Is there a motion to go to suspend the rules and go to third and final reading?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to suspend the rules and go to third and final reading. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Now I need a motion to pass on third and final reading.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending ordinance 3292 for $20,000 on third and final reading. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. All right, Carol, while you're here, you can explain G and H.
G&H are, sitting out front here is a 2016 Dodge Charger that Riemann Motors has acquired on an auction. They're offering it to the police department at a discounted rate. I don't have enough of these for everybody, but the price of this Charger out here is $17,845. It has about $3,000 in hail damage to it. What it would cost new is $23,781. So even if we spend the $3,000, we're still saving some money on a car. Basically, just need to know these two transfers would be a transfer from the mayor for $3,000 and a transfer of $14,800 from money that's extra in our department head budget.
It's already equipped and everything.
It is not
And we
equipped.
have to put the
The
bill
equipment
in,
will be
so-
about $3,000, which we'll have to take
think
care
they got a
of
copy.
probably after the first of the
How
year.
much, I'm sorry, Carol?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Put the bells and whistles on it, how much?
It'd be about $3,000 to equip it. And put it-
3,000?
It needs it's a police package, but it doesn't have a console or lights or anything in it. It needs all of that.
So it's got the cage or whatever.
It does not have a cage. Basically, the shifter's in a different spot for the police package, and they're open and to put the console in for the
How many
lights and
miles is it on?
sirens.
Yeah, that's what it says. How many miles does it have?
I think it has 271. It's brand new. Has a factory warranty.
Okay.
They've been out driving it. See if
We
they
haven't
like it.
driven it that much, but it's been around for a couple months, trying to decide if there was
Is the
any way
hail
that we
damage
could
just to
find
the
the money
top
to
of
pay.
the vehicle, or where's it at?
Pardon?
The hail damage you're talking about?
You know what a golf ball looks
Yeah.
like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's bad. It's, So it's just a matter of whether you wanna buy it and,
Repair it.
find the money to fix it.
So how much money are we looking at total to equip it and repair it? And
It will be
Ballpark.
about 20,800 for the car repaired and 3,000 for equipment. Now, keep in mind that 23,000 figure on there is an unequipped car, is this car, brand new without damage. So we're gonna save, what, 3,000 on the car itself?
So from these transfers, you're gonna have enough to pay for it, is that what?
Yes.
But not the equipment.
No, it'll have to come out. It probably won't get equipped until next year. It'll have to come out of next year's budget. We just don't have it this year. Like I said, the car has been around for a couple months. Reedman has had it for a couple months, and we've kind of tossed it around and tried to find money and,
And you're gonna be RRing both of these for the rest of the year, taking this one.
yeah, because the mayor.
Well, I
Yeah,
see that, yeah, they was, yeah.
yeah, she's spending
Do we
money.
typically buy new cars?
We have not purchased new cars since 2006. And what's interesting, in 2006, we bought Ford Crown Vics police packages for $20,149 apiece. So, you know, we're buying this one for $17,800. I know it needs fixed, but we're still right at the same amount of money that we were in 2006 on a new car with this deal. So, we have not had a new police car in 10 years.
Why is there so much extra in department heads on the police?
It-
In order to take that out?
I haven't figured out why there's extra in there yet.
It was there from last
From the
year.
budget
and-
last
Yeah,
year.
because I think didn't
I
have a budget
know
for,
It's
council.
because accounts are,
Yeah,
David didn't have to pay, was it perf and some other things. And it was already budgeted for the year prior, so I'm sure that's probably.
That was 6 months, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I wasn't sure why it was in there, but Rosemary found it. I wasn't sure how it happened. It was there
Sure
from,
that's what it is.
from
I
previous.
just wanna make sure we're not gonna be short on something else.
See,
Yeah,
that's my
that's
check,
what I
so
said.
I'm pretty careful with this.
Take more out.
I'm gonna be in here crying for my paycheck.
what do you think she's taking out of mine for?
Yeah.
Don't worry about yours.
Yeah, she ain't worried about mine.
But the
Okay.
car's out here if you wanna take a look at it, sitting right in front of the building.
Mr. Mayor, I move to accept pending orders 3293 and 3294.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending orders 3293 and 3294 on first reading. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Is there a motion to suspend the rule and move to third and final?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for pending orders 3293 and 3294. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, need a motion and a second to move to third and final reading. Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending orders 3293 and 3294. 3293 being $3,000, 3294 being $14,800. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Thank you, Carol.
I wanna add one thing about gas mileage. Our cars are averaging 8 to 9 miles a gallon, and the Charger is supposed to get 16 in the city, so hopefully, that's another problem with having the older cars, is the
I was gonna
mileage
tell you,
is
'cause
horrible, so.
before they went to the 800 numbers, I got a radio in my car, and when they go on duty, they say the mileage, and this one here's gonna be funny when they hear only 271.
Yeah.
Because most of them is 117,891,
Yeah.
134.
We're up to 134 on some of them.
So, thank you, Carol. Okay. Item I. Huh?
I got it if you need me to.
Okay, go ahead.
Pending ordinance 3295 is transfer within fire. We're taking $240 from electric to fire gear. They just need the additional there for some unexpected expenses coming up.
Mr. Mayor, I move to accept pending orders 3295.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending orders 3295 for a transfer of $240. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Is there a motion to suspend the rules and go to third and final?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pass pending ordinance 3295 to suspend the rules. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, we move on to the third and final reading for pending ordinance 3295 to transfer $240.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Okay, where's Darrell at here?
You're out.
You want to explain the transfer from DOT from gas to overtime, please?
Yeah, the overtime that we're talking about is the overtime that Phil works. Mainly, we work all 5 days. Okay? So, especially sanitation. If that truck is out, he's there. It's just whether it's a holiday or whatever the case may be. And with the other overtime that he works, and I think you all know Phil, he didn't have to be there, he wouldn't be there. So,
That's what this whole $5,000 is?
probably for the most part,
I probably increased it a little bit, that way I know that we're covered through the end of the year. They have that much extra
That's
in
fair.
there,
Yeah,
just
that's
so
good.
we don't have to make.
well, and we are coming into that S stuff. You know, that S word stuff. I won't say it, yes, it is.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I just wanted him to agree.
way to go.
You know, you can be replaced.
Thanks a lot.
Where is it you live? Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to get plowed.
Yeah, I think it's a state highway.
Well, then I'm sure of it. But anyway, that's what we got. At least now I know where I can dump my snow.
You can dump some.
Yeah,
Your gas is gonna be okay until the end of the year?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it will
Is
be.
it mainly because the prices of
Lower
gas
prices.
have gone down?
Yeah, yeah.
That would apply to the.
That's good.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave it on the cheapest.
Okay.
Okay?
Does he need a motion on pending orders 3296 to pass on first reading?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to pass pending orders 3296 on first reading. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, need a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to suspend the rules for pending orders 3296. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Need a motion for third and final reading to pass pending ordinance 3296 for a transfer of $5,000.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, move on down to old business. Anybody got anything on old business?
I don't know if this is old business or not, but, in the last few weeks, and I was able to get there to do it, the police department had a simulator, and that was well worth the time, and I don't know, some of us did it, and it was, I'll never, be so blasé about a policeman making a traffic stop when I pass by. It was very eye-opening. I think the ones who did it, I think we should, that would be a very.
We'll have it again next year.
And that would be an addition, if there's any way, if there's grants or anything like that, for something like that would be an addition.
We split it with the county, so it's fairly inexpensive. It's really worth it.
It's
And thanks for coming. Thanks
well
for
worth it.
participating.
Absolutely. If you
reality
didn't-
check
If you
what it
didn't get a
is.
chance to do it this time, be sure you get to do it the next time, because it's really eye-opening.
The simulator she's talking about is a situation simulator.
I don't.
It's full-size, life-size screen. It puts you right in a
Situation.
typical, although there's really no typical anything in the police industry, but puts you right in as if everything is real, everything is happening, and you have to respond
and you have a gun in your hand, it's a laser, like a laser type gun, and you have to respond, and there are different endings to the scenarios, there's like 700 scenarios or whatever, like, and you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, you're standing there, you know it's make-believe, but your heart's pumping. I mean, it absolutely is so realistic that it was an eye-opener.
I know that when I walked out of the simulator room, out to the parking lot and down to get me a cup of coffee, I was more aware of everything,
Absolutely.
everything around me that was
Absolutely.
happening. And I watched this and I watched that and I wondered about that.
And it's not like it is on TV. Absolutely not. I mean,
thank you for
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I appreciate
we
you
appreciate it.
offering it to
Yes,
us.
yes, absolutely.
And Officer Reed that stayed there with us,
Yep,
patient with us, we appreciate it.
yep.
Very
Yeah,
patient.
very patient.
Anybody else got any old business or anything? If not, we'll go down to the miscellaneous. The only thing I have to say is tomorrow, be sure to get out to vote. You know, you gotta go vote. If you wanna holler at us, vote.
Right.
So,
Unless there
I
anybody
appreciate that to get it out. I think this is I think at last count, the county had 3,000 people already had voted. So that's pretty good. So I think they had 800 absentee ballots, mail-in ballots. So just please get out and vote. So, you got anything you wanna add?
No.
Anybody else got anything they wanna add about anything else?
I have something that doesn't pertain to voting, but Dale, I think maybe the last meeting or meeting before last, we spoke about finding a home for the units. And we also spoke about getting an additional contract signed with the hospital to protect us. Have we found a home for them, or have we done anything with that at all?
The person that we have been talking with at the hospital has retired. Now we have a new one to start negotiating again with, so that's where we're at right now, getting ready to start negotiating with the new person.
Have we been looking for any additional place for a home
We've
for
looked
them?
at a couple buildings and, talked to the mayor about them. I don't know if they're gonna be feasible or not. We're still at that stage of trying to see what it's gonna cost to make them so they will work. And other than that, I don't have any answers for you right now, other than that.
But we are working on it.
Yeah,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, very much.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Okay, anybody else got anything? Diane?
I do have one more thing. There's another meeting coming up, but some of us attended the meeting at the hospital. And it was very informative and very encouraging. And the main thing that I wanna say is there have been a lot of rumors and a lot of speculation as far as the hospital is concerned. I think you can rest assured the hospital is here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and we have a first-rate hospital. I mean, and that's, we should be very proud of our hospital. A lot of the reason why there are empty beds and whatever in the hospital are government regulations. And it's not anything to do with the management or the financial situation of the hospital. And the main thing that they emphasize is they are not going anywhere, they are here to stay, and they are in process of trying to, I want to say it, expand.
And they are in the black for the year.
Yes, they are, absolutely in the black.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Okay, anybody else? Okay, we'll open up to the public. Is anybody, I see you're not council people or for you?
No, they're here for something else.
Okay.
They weren't needed.
All right, okay. All right, just open it up to the public here. Has anybody got anything to say? You got anything? No?
Always good to see Boy Scouts here.
Yes. Okay, if nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.